Sometimes, the place where you don't belong becomes the place where God does his greatest work right at the edge, in the overflow. It started as just another day in Capernaum, the kind of morning when the fishermen pull in their nets and the women fill their jars at the well. But on this day, the town was buzzing not about fish or bread or taxes, but about a man, Jeasus, was back. And as word spread, people started moving fast. Men left fields unplowed. Women abandoned laundry mid-wash. Children were pulled along by the hands of parents desperate for hope. And the house where Jeasus was staying, it was packed wall to wall, no standing room, no elbow space, no way in. Except for the roof. For friends, carrying a paralyzed man, refused to let the crowd be the end of the story. They climbed up, tore through the clay and straw, and lowered him, interrupting Jesus mid-teaching. Everyone gasped, and then Jesus smiled. "Son, your sins are forgiven," he said. And moments later, "Get up, take your mat, and walk." And he did. That man walked out through the very crowd that once blocked his way. But here is the part we often skip. Most people didn't even make it in the door. They were outside, listening through windows, pressed against walls, stuck in the overflow. And yet, the miracle still echoed out. God made room. Modern parable, the immigrant nurse in the ER. Now, let's jump forward about 2,000 years. Chicago, winter, emergency room, overflowing. COVID is back for its third wave. The nurses are understaffed, overworked, and emotionally threatened. One nurse, her name is Lida, moved here just 2 years ago from Venezuela. Her degree wasn't recognized, so now she works as an orderly, cleaning, lifting, moving bodies. And this night, chaos stretches in hallways. Patients coughing into plastic bags. No rooms, no beds. Lydia keeps her head down, wiping the sweat from her brow with her sleeve, humming a worship song under her breath. No one notices her until a patient flatlines in the hallway. Doctors scramble, and Lydia chest compressions. She counts in Spanish. 1, 2, 3, 4. When the patient is stabilized and wheeled away, the attending doctor looks at her, stunned. "Where'd you learn that?" "I was a trauma nurse," she says quietly, "before I came here." That night they start paperwork. She's on a new path. No space, no recognition, until God made room in the overflow. Teaching moment, Jesus in the margins. Jesus had a habit of working in the overflow. Think about it. Zacchaeus was up in a tree outside the crowd. The woman with the issue of blood didn't have a seat at the table. She reached through the crowd. The lepers were always on the outskirts. The shepherds who heard about Jesus' birth, not inside the palace, they were camping out in fields. And still, God met them. Still, God made room. Reflection and application. Maybe you feel like you're stuck in the overflow. Maybe your prayers seem unheard, your gifts unnoticed, your place in the world unsure. But what if that's exactly where Jesus plans to meet you? The overflow isn't a rejection. It's often the front row seat to a miracle. God sees you. He hasn't forgotten, and he specializes in making space where the world says there's no room.